If you've ever believed someone when they said, "I'll never hurt you," only to find out they already had, then you'll understand exactly where this story begins. My name is Darren. I'm 29. And up until 3 months ago, I thought I was marrying the love of my life. Riley, 27. We had been together for 5 years. High school sweethearts who stuck it out through college, jobs, long-distance stretches, and every other stress life threw our way. I thought we were unbreakable. Turns out, we were just unfinished. The night before our wedding, I stayed at a nearby resort. It was tradition, no contact until we saw each other at the altar. She'd be with her bridesmaids. I'd be with my groomsmen. We'd written letters to exchange the morning of the wedding. Hers was sealed with red wax. I kept it in my jacket pocket that night, never opening it. I wanted to wait until the perfect moment. We'd paid for a beautiful venue, lakefront, old brick church, string quartet, candlelit reception. It was her dream. I was just happy to be part of it. That night, around 11 p.m., I couldn't sleep. Nerves, excitement, you name it. So I went for a walk around the resort grounds. Took my phone with me. Scrolled through old photos. Our first trip to Chicago. Her surprise party last year. Our dog, Milo, covered in peanut butter. Then I saw something that made my blood go cold. A message notification popped up from Logan, my best man. I opened it. It was a photo of Riley in a private hot tub, wearing a white silk robe, and not alone. She was sitting on Hunter's lap. Her ex-Hunter, the name I never liked hearing. The one she swore she was completely over. The one she said was toxic and immature. The guy she dated in college. The one who cheated on her. The one who, according to her, meant nothing. And yet, there he was, in our wedding resort. The night before she was supposed to marry me. I couldn't breathe. I texted Logan immediately. "What the hell am I looking at?" He responded, "I didn't want to ruin your night, bro." But I couldn't stay quiet. I overheard them laughing. She snuck out after dinner. The guy at the front desk told me Hunter checked in under a different name. I followed them. That's what I saw. I didn't reply. I didn't cry. I just sat on the stone bench outside the pool deck and stared at the screen, trying to figure out what version of my life I was living. Because 5 minutes earlier, I was planning vows. Now, I was planning damage control. I almost confronted her right there. Walked straight into the suite and flipped the whole wedding upside down. But something in me, some very quiet part of me, told me to wait, because I realized something important. She had no idea I knew. And that meant I had the upper hand. I didn't sleep that night. I laid on the floor of the hotel room, my suit still in the closet, my best man asleep in the other bed. I replayed every moment from the past 5 years, the way she laughed when I proposed, the tears she shed when she thought her parents wouldn't afford the venue, the tattoo she got of our wedding date on her ribs 2 months before the ceremony. Was it all fake? No, worse. It was convenient. I was convenient. I waited until sunrise. Then I put on my suit. Pressed, polished, ready. But not for a wedding. I called Logan into the hallway. "Are you still with me on this?" He looked confused. "With you on what?" Giving her the last gift she'll never forget. At 11 a.m. sharp, the ceremony began. Guests seated. Music playing. Her mom dabbing tears. My mom smiling like she'd waited her whole life to see this moment. Riley walked down the aisle looking like a goddess in white. And for one stupid second, one painful, flickering second, I almost forgot what she'd done until I saw her glance at me and smile like nothing was wrong. Then it all came back. She reached the altar, took my hands in hers, whispered, "You ready, baby?" I nodded. "Oh yeah, you have no idea." The chapel was silent. All eyes were on us. Guests smiling. My mom whispering, "That's my boy," to the person beside her. Her father gripping the armrest like he was trying not to cry. And Riley? She looked straight into my eyes, full of confidence. No fear, no guilt. Like the night before never happened. The officiant asked us to share our vows. She insisted we write our own. She went first, and it was beautiful. "Darren, from the moment I met you, I knew my life would never be the same. You've been my best friend, my safe place, my partner in every way. I promise to always choose you. Every single day, I promise to never stop fighting for us. I can't wait to grow old beside you." The audience awed. Her friends dabbed their eyes. Even Logan gave me a half glance, like, "Damn, she's good." Then it was my turn. I unfolded the paper slowly. My hands didn't shake. My voice didn't crack. Riley, you've always told me honesty was the most important thing to you. So I want to honor that. I want to be honest. Completely. Her smile faltered, just for a moment. But then she quickly recovered. I spent last night thinking about what kind of promise I wanted to make to you. And I realized, I can't make a promise built on lies. A few people shifted in their seats. You see, the woman I thought I was marrying, the woman who said she loved me, who swore she was done with her past, wasn't with her bridesmaids last night. Riley's face turned pale. I kept going. She wasn't alone. She wasn't asleep. She was in a hot tub with Hunter, the same Hunter she told me was a mistake from years ago, the one she swore she blocked, the one she promised had no place in our lives. A few gasps from the guests. Last night, while I was writing these vows, she was betraying them. Her hand dropped from mine. I folded the paper and put it in my pocket. So no, I can't marry you, Riley. Murmurs, whispers, audible confusion. She whispered through gritted teeth. Darren, stop. But I wasn't finished. I wanted this day to be perfect. I wanted to give you something meaningful. So here it is, your gift. I turned to Logan, who stood and handed something to the officiant. A small white envelope. The officiant looked confused, but opened it and read, by the power vested in me by the state and the clause outlined in this document, I now pronounce this contract null and void. You see, Riley and I had signed a prenuptial agreement, her father's request. Actually, he insisted on it since the venue and much of the wedding was funded by their family name. What she didn't know? I had added a clause, a betrayal clause. Should either party engage in infidelity within 30 days of the ceremony, the agreement becomes void, and any wedding-related expenses incurred by the other party must be repaid in full. The officiant passed the document to her father. His face went from confusion to devastation in seconds. Oh, and one more thing, I added. The wedding is paid in full. The venue, the catering, the flowers, the dress. Everything. I turned to her. So congratulations, Riley. You're walking away with a lifetime of memories and a $36,000 invoice you'll never forget. She gasped, hands shaking. This was supposed to be private, she hissed. You don't do this. In front of people. I leaned in, quietly. And you don't cheat the night before your wedding. I walked down the aisle. Not toward her. Away from her. Logan followed me out the chapel doors. The murmurs behind us turned into voices. Then shouts. Her mother calling her name. Her bridesmaids rushing to her side. Her father just sitting there, staring at the prenup. With hands trembling in his lap, that I didn't look back. Not once did I in the days that followed. It was chaos. Some people called me cruel. Others called me a hero. Reddit picked up the story. I didn't post it, but someone who was there did. It went viral within 72 hours. Riley tried texting me, then calling, then emailing. None of it mattered. She even wrote me a second letter, left it at my door. This one didn't have wax, just ink smudged by what I assumed were tears. I never opened it. Logan and I went on a spontaneous road trip a week later. Just us. Arizona, then Utah, then back to the coast. We didn't talk much about the wedding. We didn't have to. Sometimes silence says more than anger ever could. Where she is now a friend of a friend told me Riley moved in with her sister. The money her parents gave her to cover the wedding embarrassment got eaten up by legal fees and canceled vendor penalties. Her dad completely cut her off. Apparently, he told her, I gave you the world. You gave your loyalty to a man who already left you once. Don't come back asking for more. Hunter? Gone. Vanished the day after the ceremony. She didn't even get a text goodbye. Karma. I guessed that I moved cities. Took a new job. Smaller town, slower pace. I started hiking. Cooking again. Learning how to live without looking over my shoulder. That I've even started dating. Nothing serious. Just dinners. Conversation. But more importantly, I'm learning to trust myself again. Because for 5 years, I made excuses for her. I convinced myself love meant ignoring red flags. Now I know better. Now I know that sometimes, the best vow you can make is the one you keep to yourself. Broken heart, if this story moved you, leave a comment. Have you ever caught someone betraying you right before a big milestone? Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share for more true cheating stories like this one. That these stories are real. The names are changed, but the heartbreak? That's always real. And sometimes, the best revenge is the one they never see coming.